It is a beautiful day, y'all. Today's Tuesday, the 25th or the 24th. This is like the time, sorry, it's showing you on my feet. This is the time. This is the time of year that I like when it's kind of like springish, spring weather. It's end of February, spring break's probably like in 2 or 3 weeks, and it's like 65 degrees or something like that. Oh, and if the video looks different, I got a new phone. And at the end of Christmas, I had the Google Pixel 9 Pro Max, which is a good camera. I'm not really fond of Android, and I used to have Android way back when it was like brand new, and it was all right, but I'm just not used to it anymore. And once Apple sucks you into their ecosystem, you don't want to. It's hard to get out, and I'm getting old, and I'm used to this. So, I have a story about this, by the way. So usually when we get new iPhones, it's because T-Mobile has an amazing deal. And so for Molly's old phone, she had an old iPhone 12 Pro Max. They were going to give her up to like $850 for that phone, and it's worth like $150. So I was like, all right, cool, we're going to get it. And then for one of my older phones that's not an iPhone, they were going to give me like half that amount. And that phone was worth like $50. I was like, all right, cool, let's trade it in. And let's get all this money back for these old phones that are not worth that much. And T-Mobile makes you sound like a 2-year contract and all the other stuff because they give you back the credit amount like over 2 years. So that's the catch-22, is that like you have to commit to them for another 2 years. But if I get a free phone out of it, then I'm cool with it. So my parents also got 2 phones. So yesterday UPS came, delivered 4 boxes. I had to sign for them, but the guy said, hey, one of these feels like it's empty. And sure enough, like I picked it up and looked at it and I was like, yeah, this is empty. And he was like, I can take it back for you now and report it damaged. And I was like, okay. Like I really had no idea what to do. Let me go inside real quick. So I really had no idea what to, like I knew that I had to call T-Mobile and tell them like, hey, I got a box, there was no phone in it. And so I asked him, I was like, well, what do you guys do when this happens? And he goes, usually we'll take the box and we'll report it damaged, lost. And I was like, all right, cool. Well, like do whatever you got to do because I need to call T-Mobile. And so long story short, I called T-Mobile. They said, hey, we did send a device because they have like the IMEI number, which is some type of very specific number to each iPhone. And there was one for that box that there was a device in there. And my arm's getting tired again. So anyways, they basically said, hey, we had put a phone in the box. And I was like, well, what happened? Like the box was sealed. It didn't look like anyone tampered with it. And he goes, more than likely within packaging or delivery, it was stolen by UPS. And I was like, well, was it the guy that told me to, say that it was damaged? And I tried calling UPS. UPS is horrible, by the way, when you're trying to get a phone number to call a live person. Like I called and I got an automated response system, and I was able to put the tracking number in there, and it said that this package is marked as damaged. And that was basically it. I couldn't talk to anybody. I wasn't able to like get a hold of an actual person. And UPS, I wasn't able to do anything. But T-Mobile, they're taking care of it. I really do like T-Mobile because they have always taken care of any issues that we've had. This is the first time we've ever had an issue where we didn't get our phone. And they said that unfortunately it takes 10 days because they have to do an investigation to figure out like what happened to the phone, what might have happened to the phone. And then I will be able to get a brand new phone, replacement phone for Molly. On these new iPhones, I didn't know that like the SIM card, the little card that goes into your phone that has your phone number on it, they're electric on this phone. They're not like, you don't use the card anymore. So this was already tied to my phone, to my phone number. And Molly's wasn't here, so I wasn't able to do anything about hers. But 10 days from now, we're supposed to get the confirmation for whatever and be able to get a new phone for Molly. But I was really ticked off yesterday. I was really annoyed that this had happened and who would have stolen it. Like, I think that's the part that bothered me the most, is that like if someone stole it and they work for the company that's delivering it to you, I'm just like, that's just so shady, and it like really ticked me off. And I don't want to blame anybody because I don't really know who took it. It could have been within the whole chain of events whenever T-Mobile hands it to UPS or their carrier packaging company or whatever. I don't know who it was, but anyways, she's gonna get a new phone, and I already have mine, and I'm just glad to have an iPhone again, and that I didn't have to pay like the full like $1,200 for this thing. I got a good deal on it, and Molly got even a better deal because of her phone. Anyways, that's the update this morning. And then this afternoon, I have to go get Jaden. He has, I think, his last bowling game, or maybe they're doing practice for regionals, but Jaden's done amazing on bowling. Like, he had like a 246 the other day. I've never bowled that before, but he loves it. He's been doing really, really good, especially if you look at him from where he was when he first started, which was tons of gutter balls. And we knew that was going to happen. He'd never bowled before. We had never really bowled before. And now he's rolling 246s. So yeah, he's doing really good. Mikalee's first day of school yesterday was good. She was able to use the elevator pass, and people were helping her. Some people were helping her with her books. There's some classes where she said she didn't really know anybody, and so she carried her backpack in those classes. But teachers were like super kind and asked her like, hey, do we need to get someone to help you out, that type of thing. So I think everyone's glad to have her back, and I'm just glad that she's back, going back into her routine. I kind of missed her yesterday, and I say that selfishly because, like, you know, I work from home, and it was nice to have her here the last couple of weeks, where just knowing that someone else is in the house and I could be like, hey, how's it going? Or go and see, like when I was on lunch, we'd hang out and watch TV, or I'd take a nap on the recliner. But anyways, today's going to be a good day. All right, y'all, I'm about to head back after lunch. Here's Perry. He's huge. He's a big boy. He's just such a sweet dog, though. He really is. Fanny Ferb, you want to go outside? So before I go back to work, I'm going to let them go outside, do their business. They'll probably stay out there for like a good 30 minutes. Ferb doesn't always want to come out, but these guys always go out, and sometimes they just lay in the grass. All right, y'all go to the restroom, okay? Okay, next, I wanted to show y'all what... Oh, you're coming? Okay, come on, buddy. Ferb's getting a little slower. They just turned 8 in January, him and Finney. But he's still... The funny thing is that he's getting slow, but he'll run around outside with Perry. They'll play. Okay, go outside, bud. Go. Okay, now I'm going to show y'all what Molly has done for our meals. She got... one of her friends at work found a website or something, and she basically... We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 pre-made meals. Some of these have pork, huge things of pork, or chicken. One was minestrone soup. We had that yesterday. It was delicious. But Molly just puts everything into a 1-gallon bag and then mixes it up and freezes it. And then whenever we're done, or whenever we're going to make it, she pulls it out in the morning. Actually, one of them she put in the fridge this morning. Already took it out, but she put it in the fridge overnight so that it would kind of thaw out a little bit. And then we put it into our Instapot on slow cook, so there's no pressure. Always do that anyways. This is butter chicken. Oh yeah, that looks good too. So that's been cooking since about 9 o'clock this morning. That has a little steam in it. And it is now 1 o'clock. So, and it sounds like another 3 hours to go. We'll probably let it go longer because I have to go get Jaden this evening. But that's meals for the week, basically. And we have a ton of leftovers because yesterday was minestrone soup day, and we have all that left over. So we need to invite more people to our house. All right, I'm going to go get Jaden now. Molly, Mikalee just got home, and I had to go pick up the other two because they were bored. And actually, it's almost 5:30. They would have been there for an extra hour and a half. The one thing that I'm having to get used to is that new iPhones use the USB-C cord and not the lightning cord, which Molly says uses because they lost her new phone, and I'm the only one using this one. And then the kids have old phones, so I'm just ready for everyone to be on a consistent cable. Thank you very much.
People in the
All right, guys, I wanted to show y'all a little bit of San Antonio here. This used to be like just this one intersection. Let me pause this. It used to be just a loop, and you'd have to like exit and get off and get on the loop. Now it's like this huge, massive, I don't even know what you call this, like a bunch of overpasses, like 1 over 1 over 1. And the first time we had to get on that, Molly freaked out because she hates heights, but she's okay with it now. But it is a little bit creepy whenever you're first getting on it, especially if you're in a very high vehicle, not like this. Then it's super massive. I'm trying to focus on driving. All right, I'm gonna put my phone up so I don't get in a wreck. All right, just to prove that Mikalee's okay, there she is. She's alive. She just sits in this recliner all day and eats ice cream. No, show me. Is your ouchies showable?
Show them my toes.
I'll show them your toes. So she has like
right here, and right here.
So those are like all the markings, and then she has like this little hole up here where they stuck. Yeah, there it's right there. And her knee's huge right now. Yeah, that's what they did. All this. They just cut her knee up, and then they said they fixed it. So hopefully it is. All right, y'all. Let me pause this. I'm watching YouTube. This is me testing out the front-facing camera of this iPhone 16 Pro Max. It actually looks pretty good, like looking at it, but I'll see how it looks whenever I edit the video. That's it. All right, guys. Totally forgot to finish out the video yesterday, but let's think about what happened. Butter chicken was amazing. Like, we need to do more of these frozen meals that we freeze and then cook the next day. We have a ton of leftovers. That's one thing. That's a good thing about it. We have a ton of minestrone soup from the first day, a ton of butter chicken from yesterday. So I don't think today we're going to make anything because we have to get through all the leftovers. But really good. I went to bed like at 10 o'clock last night. Like, I have never gone to bed that early, at least in a long time. And I slept pretty good. I feel pretty rested today. And work's a little crazy this morning, but yeah, I needed to close yesterday's video out. So I was like, let me do that now. Today's probably going to be super chill, so probably won't record a video today, but I did need to finish yesterday. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Probably for something this weekend. We'll do something. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.